Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Beat gets it. They're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the basket.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Lester with the deep two, and it's good. Connell has the ball at bounce, passes into Grieco for three, and that's 1,000 points.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to high school boys basketball. We've come close to the end of the season here with the North Branford Thunderbirds versus the Haddam Killingworth Cougars. There is only a couple games left of the season, so both of these teams are going to try to play as hard as they can at the possibility of moving on into a tournament. Haddam Killingworth, we are at home with Haddam Killingworth tonight, and Haddam Killingworth is currently running a schedule of a couple wins so far. Actually, I believe they are at 7 wins, and if they win tonight, they can go to the States. And so we'll talk more about their schedule a little bit later, but that is their record right now versus the Thunderbirds, who are currently 1-16, and that one game didn't even count. In fact, it was a overtime where they won by 1 point, and it was a non-counting game. So the Thunderbirds are already at a severe disadvantage here. Crazy behind, but there's 1 minute to game time, and we can still possibly expect some sort of competition here because it is, of course, coming close to the end of the season. They actually have their senior nights for both teams coming up. People want to, make their last stand before the end of the season, especially for the amount of seniors on both teams. The Thunderbirds have more than 5 seniors on their team, while HK has 5 as well. Actually, no, not 5. They have 6. Yes, 7 seniors, in fact, actually. 7 seniors on HK. So both teams have their seniors that definitely want to make a lasting impression. We're only 20 seconds away from hearing the starting lineups for both teams. I'm Connor Shue, and thanks for watching.
Welcome to Haddam Killingworth High School for tonight's boys basketball game between North Branford Thunderbirds and your Haddam Killingworth Cougars. We ask that you please respect all decisions made by contested officials and school supervisors. Refrain from taunting, booing, heckling, and the use of inappropriate language, and that you respect athletes, coaches, staff, and other fans. Noisemakers and confetti are not allowed at shoreline contests. Spectators are asked to stay off the court before and after the game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. For the North Branford Thunderbirds, guard number 11, senior Matt Osborne. Forward number 1, senior Barry Robinson. Forward number 34, senior Dylan Martin. Guard number 34, senior Kim DiPattino. And center number 10, junior Mike Citron. They are coached by Cliff Fierce and assisted by Malik White. And now for your Haddam Killingworth Cougars. Forward number 40, sophomore Junior Miller. Guard number 24, senior Darren Miller. Guard number 5, senior Andrew Blue. Center number 35, senior Tony Allen. And forward number 25, senior Matt Rose.
Alright, and we are back, having just heard the starting lineups for both teams. In case you missed it, from the Thunderbirds, North Branford, we have number 1, Gary Robinson, number 2, Cameron DiPatina, number 10, Michael Citro, number 11, Matt Cosgrove, and number 34, Dylan Martinick. And from the Haddam Killingworth Cougars, we have number 24, Darren Hiller, number 5, Andrew Kuhn, number 25, Matt Wills, number 35, Toby Callender, and number 40, Jimmy McGoey. Tip-off looks like it'll be between McGoey and Citro. Goes to the Thunderbirds, almost out of bounds, but it's tossed back in. DiPatima has the ball. Passes to Citro. One with the drive, goes for the layup, unsuccessful, rebounds to Andrew Kuhn. He goes for a layup, but it's no good. Rebounds to Darren Hiller, passes to McGoey, to Matt Wills. He's in the paint, passes to McGoey, but loses the pass, ball rolls. Rebounded by Hiller to McGoey, takes a shot, and it is good. That'll be the first points of the game going to HK. Robinson has the ball. Passes to DiPatima. And to Citro. Martinick takes a shot from the outside. Rebounds to Matt Wills of HK. Wills passes to McGoey. Takes a shot from just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebounds to the Thunderbirds. Number 2, DiPatima, passes to Martinick. He goes into the paint, but it's a no good shot. Gets pushed out of bounds. Ball will be passed in. It was actually, in fact, touched by McGoey of HK, so the ball will be passed in by Martinick of the Thunderbirds. Toby Callender just put in for HK. Darren Hiller with the ball. Goes for the drive, passes to McGoey. Back to Wills, he goes in, he's open, he goes for the layup, it's no good. Rebounds to Robinson, passes to DiPatima. To Cosgrove, passes to Citro, and Citro puts it up, but it rolls around the rim and is no good. Rebounds to Darren Hiller. Passes to Matt Wills. Rolling ball, but it's picked up by Darren Hiller. Facing some heavy defense. Passes to Wills. He's open. He takes a shot. It's no good. Rebounds to McGoey. Goes for a shot, but it rebounds to the Thunderbirds. DiPatima with the ball. Passes to Citro. Puts it up, but it's no good. Ball's on the ground. There's a four-man fight over the ball between Citro, Cosgrove, Callender, and Hiller, and so Hiller will be passing in for HK. Hiller has the ball, he goes for the drive, passes out to Kuhn, he shakes a shot from the three-point line, bounces, but it's no good. Taken by the Thunderbirds, but there will be the whistle. It's a foul on number 5 of HK. Andrew Kuhn. Passed in by number 1, Robinson. He passes to DiPatima. Ooh, intercepted by Andrew Kuhn. Just making up for that foul, goes for the layup, but it's no good. Rebounds to Citro. To Robinson. To Martinick. Citro puts it up, and that will be the first 2 points for the Thunderbirds. It's been a while since any points have been scored. Callender with the ball. Passes to Kuhn. To Hiller. Hiller goes for the drive. Tries to pass to McGoey. Almost loses it. Oh, and it's lost to the Thunderbirds, but then intercepted again. And McGoey takes a shot, but it is no good. Tries to rebound Calendar, but goes out of bounds on his touch. So sending in Trey Calendar for Toby Calendar for HK, and sending in number 11, Erskine as well. Martinick has the ball. Passes to Cosgrove. Cosgrove drives into the paint but loses it. And there'll be a foul. Form a line. Thunderbirds have it. Number 10, Citro. Tries to put it up, and it's good, putting the Thunderbirds in the lead by 2 points. Wills has the ball, takes a shot from the 3. No good, rebounds to the Thunderbirds. Depatima has the ball. Oh, and intercepted by Erskine. Erskine puts it up, and it rebounds to McGoey, and McGoey puts it up again, and he makes it in. That's good. Scores 4-4. Thunderbirds have the ball. Robinson passes to Depatima. Unsuccessful pass to Cosgrove, intercepted by McGoey. To Erskine. To Wills. Wills drives into the paint, puts it up for the layup, and that is good for another 2 points. Thunderbirds with the ball. Cosgrove puts it up. Rebounds to Trey Calendar. Passes to Wills. Ooh, intercepted pass, but is in fact taken back again by HK. Matt Wills goes for the layup, but instead that will just be a foul on the Thunderbirds. On number 11, Cosgrove. We passed in by Erskine. Wills has the ball. He puts it up real easily. That's another 2 points for HK. We saw there was, it seemed the defense worried more about defending the people he could pass to and not really thinking about that the hoop was right above him. Ball's overturned to HK. Going to be passed in by Erskine. Passes to Wills. To McGoey. To Wills. Wills drives in, passes to McGoey, puts it up. Actually, it was Erskine. That's good. Number 11, Cosgrove takes a shot, it's no good. Rebounds to Citro. Erskine has the ball again. Passes to Wills. Ooh, almost lost it. Erskine passes to McGoey. To Calendar, back to McGoey, goes to the layup, and that's good. 12-6 HK currently. As the HK students are actually starting to flood in, as you can see over there on the left. Number 5, Perillo, goes for the layup and is good from North Branford. Erskine has the ball. He's just waiting around center court. This to Wills. Intercept. Well, actually rebounded by the Thunderbirds. Number 11, Citro. Passes to 14, Holzer. To 10, Citro takes a shot from the 3. Is no good. Rebounds to HK, Erskine. Goes to the layup, and that's good too. 14-8, HK. Citro has the ball. Passes to Hosier. Ball will be passed in by Wills. Passes to Erskine. Ooh, almost psychs out some of the Thunderbirds, but instead loses the ball. And a foul on number 14 of the Thunderbirds, Holzer. Ball will be passed in by Erskine again from the sideline. This is to Wills. Wills catches it. Goes for the shot, but that's the buzzer. An unexpected end of the first quarter came a little fast. But none of the players were expecting that either. But currently we're looking at 2 fouls and 2 fouls for both teams. The score is 14-8. And the first points of the game were in fact scored by the Thunderbirds, which from our predictions of the record so far were less likely. But as we can see now, HK is pulling ahead, which is a little more in tune with our prediction, but we can never underestimate the Thunderbirds because HK is in fact putting in some of their JV players and some of their underclassmen because their seniors will be graduating. They want to give their underclassmen more chance to get some game time in, especially against these other varsity teams. So they could always make a slip. The Thunderbirds could catch up. So it's all up to the HK coaches to see how far they can keep it a win, and the Thunderbirds coaches to see if they can make them win. And that's what the game is about, winning. And as we can see, there is a den for HK coming in. Quite a few students coming to see this game. Did they think it was going to be a blowout? Who knows? And we won't know until the end. Number 14 has the ball, holds there. Passes to 5, Perillo. To Longo. Longo takes a shot. It is good. 14-10 for HK winning. Hiller has the ball. Passes to Wills. Wills puts it up. Rebounds to McGoey. McGoey puts it up, and it's in. And it will count. And there will also be a foul against the Thunderbirds. Number 4, Longo, giving McGoey 2 foul shots, a potential and another 2 points. He makes the first nice and clean. Actually, pardon me, it was just 1 foul shot. So that's 17-10 currently is the score. Oh, Thunderbirds pass intercepted by Erskine. In my opinion, that could have been a foul, but it just as easily wasn't. Calendar drops the ball from HK, passes out to Wills. There's quite a lot of fast moving here. Wills puts it up, but it is good with the layup for another 2 points. Score is 19-10. Quite a sizable number for just being the very start of the second quarter. Thunderbirds, number 5 is the ball, Perillo. Passes to 4, Longo. Longo takes a shot, rebounds to Citro, but it is taken by HK. Matt Wills has the ball. He goes for the drive, but he makes it in, but not before the foul. Ball be turned over towards the Thunderbirds. He passes in to 34, Martinick. Passes to Robinson. Robinson makes a pass to Citro. Citro puts it up. That's good. Erskine has the ball. Kewen is back in for HK. He has the ball now, goes for the drive, makes it into the paint, puts it up, and it bounces, but it goes in. That is 21-12 HK. Holzer has the ball. Oh, stolen by Kewen, but there is a foul. But the foul will be on Kewen. And he is subbed out for Hiller for the HK side. 14 has the ball. Rebounds to Erskine. Has to McGoey. Erskine to Hiller. Hiller takes a shot. It's Justin. That was actually, in fact, a three-point shot. Looked like it was just inside the three, but it could have just been on the outside. And so that will be another 3 points for HK. 4 of the Thunderbirds. That was Longo taking a shot from the three as well. And those are 2 3-point shots. First 2 we've seen this game. Right in rapid succession for both teams, 1 each. Ooh, ball is stolen by number 10, Citro of the Thunderbirds. He goes for the layup, and it's good. There's a roar from the Thunderbirds. They're closing this score, so we can't really say that it's definite win for HK, because we really have to see what happens. Lots of substitutions for the Thunderbirds. They're putting in number 11 Cosgrove and number 14 Holzer back in. Number 10 will be taking, Citro will be taking foul shot. And it is clean. Ball goes to McGoey and now to Hiller. McGoey has the ball. Goes for the shot. Ooh! And it's stuck. But Robinson of North Branford, the good man he is, goes and makes sure to get that ball unstuck. That's an uncommon chance of that happening, in fact. So it's quite fun that we get to see it, except for the couple of fans who were not watching the game, just in their phones. But oh well. Interesting to see. McGoey has the ball, takes the shot from the three, and that is good as well. Impressive shot. Ball goes to number 34, Martinick of the Thunderbirds. Passes to Robinson. That's to Holzer. To Martinick. Martinick tries to drive. He puts it up, and it's a poor rebound. But instead, the ball will be overturned to HK with Erskine passing in. Hiller has the ball. Puts it up. No good. It goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds. He'll go to 31 of HK. Hiller has the ball, takes a shot from the three. It's good as well. HK has just warmed up their three-point shots. 30-18, HK is the current score. 14 Holzer of the Thunderbirds has the ball. Citro puts it up, and that is good for the layup. 30-20 is the current score. We have 3.5 minutes left of the second quarter. Closes the ball. He's getting shouted at to shoot, but he's just getting number 1 Robinson, number 11 Cosgrove, both captains of the Thunderbirds, just surrounded him, and there was nothing he could do except to wait for the ball to be overturned, which it was. Robinson will be passing in. Passes to Holzer. Robinson passes to Holzer again. Oh, passes to number 4, Longo. Longo made an impressive 3-point shot earlier. 14, Holzer attempts the same and is also good. Scores 30-23, but HK Hiller has the ball. For the drive, bounce passes to Callender. Callender puts it up, but it is no good. There'll be a foul, in fact, on number 10, Citro of the Thunderbirds. Does not, in fact, make the first foul shot. Substitution on the Thunderbirds, sending in number 15, Fee, and number 34, Martinick, who was a starter earlier on. It is Fee's first time playing this game. Callender does not make the second, no matter how close it is. He rebounds and he puts it in. So instead of, in spite of missing those 2 points, he was managed to get those 2 points back in one rebound. Martinick has the ball of the Thunderbirds. Drives to the paint, passes to Fee. Fee tries to put up twice. No good. But there's a foul on number 25 of HK, Wills, giving Fee foul shot. He makes the first. He does have another though. Substitutions for both teams. North Branford puts in number 5, Perillo, and HK puts in the other Callender. Fee makes the second. Scores 32-25, HK. Wills has the ball, goes for the layup, and that's good as well. 34-25 is the current score, a 9-point lead for HK. Thunderbirds have the ball. Fee had the ball, but it gets knocked out of his hands and goes out of bounds. But it will be passed in by HK. Hiller has the ball, takes a shot from the 3. No good. Rebounds to number 10, the Thunderbirds. Citro passes to 2. Depatima is back in from his being a starter. Passes to number 5, Perillo. Perillo drives into the paint, passes to 34 to Citro. Oh. And Fee tried putting it up, but is rebounded to Matt Wills of HK. He gets under the hoop, but passes to Trey. Gives it back to Wills. Quick passes to Goey, who tries to put it up, but is instead stolen by Citro of the Thunderbirds. Passes to Depatima, takes a shot from the 3, and it is clean as can be. Scores 34-28. 6 points difference with HK in the lead. Hiller has the ball, passes to McGoey. McGoey takes a shot from the 3. Ooh, and he could not replicate what was just done by the Thunderbirds. Number 2, Depatima has the ball. Meets some heavy defense. And there's the whistle. Here we've had a timeout. So what we've seen so far is definitely in terms of players, a wide range of players for both teams. Actually, there's been a lot of North Branford players. In fact, they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, of their players on their team so far. And of all the people in jerseys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they've pretty much played almost everyone on the bench, minus, I believe, 2. While HK has also been playing just as many players, if not a little bit more, to get a wider variety. Because they do not, would believe that the coach does not fear this team. Martinick will be passing in for the Thunderbirds. Ooh, and an unsuccessful pass. It's deflected by HK, but he will get to pass in again. Just that easy. Martinick passes to Deportimo, who passes to Cosgrove. To Martinick. Martinick puts it up, rebounds. The Thunderbirds have a little bit of height, so number 15, Fee, is able to put it in again. 22 seconds left. Hiller has the ball of HK, who almost drops it and loses it. Oh, passes to Zach Kaufman, who it is believed it is his first time playing in this game as a senior for HK, which is interesting. Possibility of him taking a lighter day, considering he is one of their best players. Wills has the ball. HK passing in. Hiller has the ball, puts it up, rebounds. It's no good. Oh, 0 seconds left, in fact. And that will be the end of the first half. It is halftime now. Teams are able to take their breaks, going to the locker room, and they have had a quick, the half score currently is 34-30. That is going to be in HK's favor. Equal amount of fouls on both teams, 5 and 5. They will be wiped though. It's a clean slate for the second half. And as the teams go to the locker rooms, we will be back at the end of halftime.
They're soft pastels, which means they just disintegrate as you're using them. And they're interesting because you don't have all the colors. So you have to mix things. You have to put more than one thing on here and mix it. When you're doing oil paints, you mix it on your palette. Here, you do layers and layers and layers and mix it together. And you have to try to find something that looks similar to what you're working with.
Janet Rayner is a self-taught artist from Haddam, Connecticut. From the age of 7, Janet always knew she wanted to be an artist. Throughout her life, she has immersed herself with a variety of approaches to her work.
I do surrealistic work, portrait work, and some dream work. I work in pastels, pencil, oil paints, and sculpture. I did oils for a lot of years, and 30 years, I think, before I started pastel. And then I had some pastels that I'd gotten when a store had closed down, an art store had closed down, and there was a show where they wanted to have work done right away. The oils take a really long time, so I said, well, I'll just take out these pastels and see what I can do. And within a couple days, I had a piece done that I could put in the show, and it sold immediately.
One way Janet finds inspiration is through her dreams.
I've always had very, very wild and vivid dreams since I was a kid, and that's where I went to first. I mostly like doing the dream work. I mostly like doing the inspired work, although I do love working with figures too. But my dream work, when I was young, it was very important for me to put down the ideas. I didn't care so much about the technique. I didn't care whether it was all that well done, although I did try to do as good a job as I could. Then when I was about 25, I started realizing that I wanted things to look more realistic, and I took more time on the work to make it be exactly what I wanted it to be. And the dreams still inspire me.
Janet also finds herself expressing her dreams with words on paper.
My writing started November 15th last year. I woke up from a dream and started putting it down, and it just kept writing itself. It is now an 80,000 word novel with a sequel with 50,000 words done in it already, and the third installment, because I don't think they can all fit in the same book, has already been started too. And a lot of things that happen in the writing, I've woken up in the middle of the night with, aha, I've got to get up and write this down, and it's part of dreams. Other parts of dreams have worked their ways into the work.
Never attending a university for her artwork, she attributes her hard work and dedication for her successes.
What I tell people is, they say, what school did you go to? I said, went through the school of hard knocks. You just go through life and you draw and you paint and you keep going. Yes, you're not really ever self-taught, because there are other people you've talked to, you've looked at art in museums, people will give you a hint on how to do something, you'll take critiques, all that stuff helps you improve. Self-taught usually means you just didn't go to college for art. You didn't actually take a course somewhere in art. I think that even though I am self-taught, getting somebody to mentor you, to help you, to teach you technique is a really good idea. Not somebody who's trying to make you into their, model of themselves, but someone who is respecting your goals, your dreams, what you want to do with art, and is willing to encourage you to do it to the best of your ability.
Throughout all the hours of labor and attention to fine detail, Janet could not see her life without having her art as an outlet.
I don't know how I could live without it. I remember somebody telling me that they thought that it made me nervous to be an artist when I was young, that I should quit because they thought it was damaging to me. And I'm going, that's like telling me to stop breathing. You need air, I need art.
And welcome back to high school boys basketball. Tonight we have the Haddam Killingworth Cougars versus the North Branford Thunderbirds. I'm Connor Shue, and thanks for joining us tonight. Before we go into the second half, I'd like to do a quick recap on what we've seen so far. So far, HK has been in the lead currently for the majority of the time, and right now they're up by 4 points. Scores 34-30. In HK's favor. 5 fouls in the beginning for both sides, so nothing really major there. But we're looking at 2 minutes and 15 seconds until the game starts up again. But with that, I'd like to take a look at the schedules for both teams. For HK, they have, coming off of a loss against Coggeshall on February 5th, a win against North Branford, which they are playing tonight on the 8th. Then a loss against Cromwell, and then today they're playing in North Branford again. And in the future, they will be playing 2 more games of this season. They'll be playing Westbrook away on Monday the 18th, and East Hampton at home on the 20th, which is Wednesday, February 20th. So, and as I said earlier, HK, if they win tonight's game, they can go to states, which would be a big feat for them, and they really are going to try. But they also, if they don't get it tonight, they have another 2 chances left if they would prefer to do that as well. So they are going to be still trying to play as hard as they can. For North Branford, we have coming off of a game against Morgan, which is a loss. A game against HK, which was a loss. Coggenshaw, which was a loss. Keep in mind the North Branford's record right now is 1-16, with the one game being a game that didn't count. It was a non-league game, so meaning that it was unofficial score. Then after that, they're looking at East Hampton on the 18th and Old Saybrook on the 20th. So that is Monday and Wednesday are the next games for both teams. 7 p.m. North Branford has both of them home. HK will have one at home and one away. So both teams are closing in on the end of their season. Not much can be done left. The Thunderbirds, with such a poor record this season, we cannot say that they will go on after these next 3 games. Tonight and then the next 2 games will be their last games, but their last game will be their senior night, meaning that they can have celebrations while it lasted. For HK, they will have 2 more games and most likely a state championship if they can win any more and get up to the 8 wins that they need. But here we are at the end of halftime. Teams are reaching the court. Will be passed in by Andrew Kewen of HK. Passes to Hiller. He's bringing it over to their hoop. Passes to number 25, Wills. Wills puts it up, but it goes in, but it is in fact going to be turned over to the Thunderbirds. Number 1, Robinson. He passes to Depatima, to Martinick. Thunderbirds appear to be playing their starting lineup again. Martinick has the ball, passes to Citro. Citro goes for the drive, but as the travel will be overturned to HK. This time Agoe will be passing in. Passes into Hiller. He's at a slow pace right now. Passes to Wills. Wills passes to Calendar. Calendar tries to put it up, but it is no good. It is blocked by the Thunderbirds. Hiller getting quick coaching from Coach Abbott of HK over on the side there. And Calendar will have a foul shot. And his first one is good. That foul, as we have seen, it was against number 34, Dylan Martinick of the Thunderbirds. This is his first foul of the night. And Calendar does not make the second. It rebounds 2 out of bounds. It goes between the legs of 2 players, both Calendar and Citro. Leaving with the ball being passed in by Hiller of HK. He passes to Kewen, to Wills. Wills is already in the paint. It's no good. Rebounds to Calendar. No good. Rebounds to Wills. Wills goes for it again. No good. But no matter, because there will be a foul. The foul was against number 1, Robinson of the Thunderbirds. And in turn, Matt Wills will be taking 2 foul shots. He does not make the first. Wills has been making a lot of shots so far tonight, but that was, and it would have been a given that he made that one, but he did not. And he does not make the second. It is actually too short, and the ball goes to Depatima of Thunderbirds. He passes to Cosgrove. Passes to Depatima again. Cosgrove goes for the drive, passes out to Citro. Citro's stuck. He's between 2 guys, and he puts it up for the shot, and it is good. Scores 35-32 HK. Definitely a closing lead. Gives HK good reason to be playing their starting lineup again as well. Hiller has the ball. Goes to the drive. Tries for the layup, is no good. Rebounds to Citro, passes to Depatima. Depatima drives in the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebounds to number 10, puts it up, no good. Rebounds to Calendar. Calendar passes to Wills. Wills has the ball. Wills passes to McGoey. McGoey takes a shot from inside the three-point line. It is good. 37-32 is the scoring score, leaving a 5-point lead for HK. Depatima has the ball of the Thunderbirds. With the second half, we're already seeing a little bit more movement. Robinson has the ball, passes to number 10. Number 10 puts it up. It's a throw, but no, it rebounds to Matt Wills. Matt Wills to McGoey. McGoey takes one of his shots from the inside the three-point line. Is no good. Rebounds again to Wills. Wills goes to the layup. No good. Citro has the ball, but he almost loses it to Hiller. Citro puts it up, and it rebounds back to him, but instead there was a whistle. That was a lot of fast movement right there. Quite some fast plays. I have to, I guess, take back what I was saying about the slow movement that we saw earlier. Both teams have gotten re-warmed up. 2 foul shots will go to Citro. The foul was against number 24 of HK, Darren Hiller. Takes the first. Substitutions. 4-man, actually 3 substitutions for the Thunderbirds, putting in number 4, Longo, number 5, Perillo, and number 15, Fee. Ball rebounds to Kewen. That's to Hiller. Ooh! And it was passed to Wills there, but instead Fee of the Thunderbirds comes and makes them lose it, and it goes almost into the face of a crowd member, but he catches it. Kewen as the ball passes out to Wills to Hiller. Hiller takes a shot from outside the three-point line. No good. It was very close, though. Rebounds to Fee. Fee passes it to Depatima. Fee and Depatima are passing it amongst each other. Depatima goes to the drive, passes out to number 5, Longo. Longo goes for the shot. It's no good. Citro goes for the shot, but it is in fact blocked by Matt Wills. Matt Wills tries to pass. It goes up in air ball. It's almost between a couple people, but no, and they take a shot. It's no good. It goes to Hiller. It was a fall. Fall was for number 4, Longo. Longo fell and slid. That was pretty intense, actually. We saw quite a couple people on the ground there, and they had to toss the ball up to their teammates, but then it just got passed around between both teams. Were they intentionally passing to each other? Who knows? But Darren Hiller gets the foul shot. The first is no good. That foul was on number 4, Longo. He was, in fact, the one who fell. He's getting a chat with his coach. Hiller does not make the second rebounds. Number 10, Citro, passes to Depatima. To Longo, bounce passes, rebounds, intercepted. A big mess right there. But it is going to be passed in by the Thunderbirds. So the Thunderbirds will have the ball. It went out of bounds on HK. Passes it. Perillo passes into Longo. Passes it to Depatima. To Longo. To Perillo. Perillo goes for the drive. Oh, passes back out to Longo. Longo goes. Oh, never mind. He does not drive. Stopping short of these drives is definitely something that could be a good strategy for the Thunderbirds. But it does not earn them the point. Instead, the ball will in fact give them some sort of advantage. They did end up drawing a foul on number 25 of HK, who is Wills. So number 15, Fee, will be able to take 2 foul shots from the line. He makes the first. The score is 37-35 right now, which is a really close considering the records of both teams. most of the people who are at this game for the HK students were pretty confident in this being a blowout, I thought, but maybe not. He does not make the second shot. Rebounds to McGoey, passes to Wills. To Calendar. Calendar goes for the hoop. It's right up and goes for the layup. That's good. Scores 39 to 35. 4-point lead. DeParilla has the ball. Passes to Longo. Longo loses it, picks it back up. But there's a timeout called by the Thunderbirds. So just the third quarter right now. We're looking at 3 minutes and 45 seconds left of the third quarter, and we're starting to experience these timeouts already that as we start to get towards the end of the game. Pretty relatively steady scoring right now. Nothing out of the ordinary for either team. 39 to 35 is much closer than even we could have anticipated, and even we just saw a 2-point gap earlier. But the Thunderbirds have not pushed ahead and have not gotten in the lead since the first quarter when the game started. So they are very close, and they're probably taking this timeout to see what they can do to actually get ahead. This would actually be their first win of the season if that happens. First official win, in fact. The only win that the Thunderbirds have is not official, so... Passes in to number 11, Cosgrove. To 14, holds there. 15 puts it up. Fee, but it's no good. Rebounds to McGoey. Passes to Wills. Wills almost loses it. Passes to Erskine, who is now in for HK. Wills drives into the paint. Puts it up for the layup, and it is good. Scores 41 to 35. Wills there is the ball. Passes to Perillo. Ooh, to Cosgrove, takes shots, no good. Rebounds to Holzer, who makes the shot. He scores 41 to 37. And HK calls a timeout. They say a quick timeout here. And, I mean, as I said, with the Thunderbirds having their timeout reasons, HK might have the same. It is getting really close right now. But never mind, it's over. HK passes into Hiller. To Wills. Oh! Unsuccessful pass to Wills, goes out of bounds on the same audience member who got almost hit with the ball before. That's the second ball caught so far this game. He's catching more than some of these players are, in fact. Number 10 is the ball, Citro. Passes to McGoey. To Wills. Hiller puts it up, rebounds off the backboard. Goes to number 14, holds there to 10, Citro. He puts it up, it rolls around and goes in. Scores 41 to 39 right now. Back to that 2-point gap. Calendar puts it up, it's no good. Rebounds to Holes there. To Citro. Citro puts it up. Oh, and it's almost good, but then it gets a little bit of a nudge from Cosgrove, and then it goes in. Will those count? Because they were after the whistle. It will not count, but HK will be calling another timeout. Because that could have been the play that, tied up the game for them. They maybe are not playing at their full potential, or maybe the Thunderbirds are playing way above theirs. But from what we've seen previous, it's definitely a difference. Both coaches are doing a lot of coaching, as we can imagine. And nobody could have expected that it was going to be this intense at this moment. What we're looking at from now on is that there is a minute and 55 seconds left in the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter score can definitely define what happens at the end of the game. So they better want to start putting in their top plays now before they get towards the end, where they're not going to have as much time to be able to execute what they want. If they take something that's a little more risky and it does in fact fail, both teams want a little bit more of a chance to catch back up with that. Also, right before that timeout, number 24 of HK, Darren Hiller, had his second foul of the game against number 10, Citro. Citro is given 2 foul shots. He makes his first. If he makes the second, it could still tie the game. And he does not. HK has a 1-point lead. Erskine has the ball. To Wills. Ooh, unsuccessful pass. Intercepted by number 10, Citro. Citro puts it up, and it's good. Scores 41 to 42. And the Thunderbirds have taken that lead that I said that could be done, and it's the first time since the first quarter. Will be overturned. North Branford subs out Citro for Robinson. And Wills takes a shot right away, and that is good as well, putting HK back in the lead by 1 point. We're balancing on the 1-point difference right now. Number 11, Calisgrove has the ball, passes to 14, holes there. To 5, Perillo. Perillo puts it up, it's no good. HK will be passing in, passes into Erskine. Passes to Wills. Goes to Callender, back to Wills. Callender takes a shot from right under the hoop, but is no good. Rebounds to Holzer of North Branford. There's the whistle. Ball will be overturned. Ball will be given to HK. HK puts in Kewen. Kewen will be passing in. He passes into Erskine. 35 seconds left of the third quarter. Erskine's going to have to make a move. Goes to Wills. Wills drives into the paint, puts it up for the layup, and it is good. 23 seconds left, but number 14 holds there as the ball. Passes to 5, Perillo. To Robinson. To holds there again. The Thunderbirds cannot afford to waste any time when they are behind. Ball is taken back by HK. Erskine has the ball. He takes a jump ball. Oh, he takes a jump ball from the 3-point line in the last second of the third quarter. It was just a luck shot right there. Was not expected to be made, but the crowd goes wild when he makes it, putting the score 48 to 42 HK. That score gap that we saw halfway through the third quarter is coming to a little bit more of a close, but it can just as easily be changed in the fourth quarter. There is still 8 minutes remaining. A lot can change in those 8 minutes. Right now, the winners can be either way. HK players are huddling up. North Branford Now they are as well. I would like to know if they're going to put back in their starters, and they do not. HK puts in Giovannis, a new player in this game, number 32. Along with Erskine for another one of the non-starters. The Thunderbirds are playing different players as well. Number 14 is the ball holders there. He goes for the drive, but is blocked by Matt Wills. But it does end up being a foul against Holzaire. Foul was on Matt Wills, number 25. That is his third foul of the game. All three of his fouls have been from blocking shots. The first foul shot is no good. The Thunderbirds substitute in number 4, Perillo, and number 15, Fee. And Holzaire makes the second shot, scores 48-43, 5-point difference. Erskine has the ball, passes to Kewen. Giovannis. Wills. Giovannis takes a shot from the 3. Almost good, but it is not. Rebounds to McGoey. McGoey goes for another shot, but instead there is a foul. McGoey will have a foul shot. The foul is against number 15, Brett Fee. His first shot is no good. Substitutions for both teams. Giovannis comes out for HK, Calendar goes in, and then the Thunderbirds put in Depatima and Longo. McGoey's second shot is good. Depatima passes to Martinick. Martinick to Citro. Depatima again, he's in the paint, takes a shot. Rebounds to Matt Wills is no good. Matt Wills tries to put it up, but is blocked by number 15, Brett Fee. It was taken back by Calendar. There's a whistle, so the ball will go to the ref. 2 shots. Will be going to Matt Wills. All the players, though, must stand behind the half-court line. He does not make the first shot. He does not make the second either. And at the end of that second, he just didn't appear to be trying. He even turned away as soon as he put it up. Maybe he knew that it was not going to go in. But there is a 6-point lead for HK. He should be playing still just as hard. Kewen as the ball goes to Wills. Wills tries to redeem himself with the layup, and he does. Scores 51-43 HK. Number 2, Depatima, passes to number 10, Citro. Depatima has the ball again. Oh, passes to Longo. Longo almost loses it out of bounds. Passes back to Depatima. Stolen by Kewen of HK. He turns and goes the other way. Passes back out to Erskine. To Wills and Erskine. Wills has the ball now. Goes for the drive. Never mind, passes it to Erskine. Wills has the ball again. He's going to pass to Calendar, who's under the hoop. And she goes to the layup, and that is good. Number 10, Citro has the ball. That's to 34. Oh, Martinick loses it to Erskine. Passes to McGoey. To Kewen, takes a shot from the 3. And that is good. Scores 56 to 43. HK pulled ahead massively, very quickly there. They are now 13 points ahead. Depatima has the ball. He shoots, but it goes out of bounds. Thunderbirds make a big substitution, sending in number 14, Holzer, number 5, Perillo, number 4, Longo. Actually, that is incorrect. It will be changing, though, because there is a timeout. There's 5.5 minutes left of the game, with HK having just taken a massive lead. There's quite a few more fouls on North Branford than we've seen so far. They pulled quite a bit just then, and we can't. I can't remember correctly what those were, but I do know that HK has gotten most of their fouls from some heavy, shots being blocked. But in fact, there was also that time where we saw where Matt Wills was able to, in fact, take 2 shots with players behind the half-court line because of a foul against him. Then we're looking at looking forward. We're looking at a very a slightly larger difference, but both teams still have to play to their maximum capabilities. With 5.5 minutes, it's still enough time to make that difference. I would imagine both teams are putting their best players back out there. Ball's in Thunderbird's hands and returns to Tro as the ball. Passes to Longo. Longo takes a shot and it is good. 10-point difference right now. Erskine has the ball, bounce passes to McGoey. Kewen, Kewen goes for a far pass, but it goes instead into the stands. And that will be overturned to Robinson of North Branford. He passes into Holzer. Holzer goes for the drive. It's in the paint, passes to number 10, Citro, but it is rebounded to Matt Wills. To Erskine. Kewen to McGoey. Kewen takes a shot from the 3. It's no good. Rebounds to Holzer. Goes to number 5, Perillo. To Robinson, to Perillo. To Citro. Citro almost loses the ball. Puts it up, but it's no good. Rebounds to McGoey, but he... Actually, that is in fact Toby Callender of HK who's on the ground, but he is helped up. It appears to be okay. There'll be a foul against HK, though. The foul was on number 35, Toby Callender, against number 10, Michael Citro. He does not make his first shot. Andrew Kuhn comes out for HK, sending out Darren Hiller. Citro makes his second shot, making the score 56-47, a 9-point lead for HK. There goes to Wills. Long pass to Erskine, almost captured by the Thunderbirds, but they do not. McGoey has the ball, but is trapped between 2 of the Thunderbirds. Will manage to draw a foul. And that foul will be on player for Longo, which is his 3rd foul of the game. Thunderbirds send in Number 11, Cosgrove. He makes his first shot. 10-point lead for HK, 57-47. And he does not make the second. The rebound goes to Citro. Passes to Holzer. Holzer passes. Oh, Jose wants the ball again. To Perilla. To Cosgrove. To Robinson. Robinson goes to the drive. He drives in the paint. There is nothing to stop him. He goes for the layup and it is good. It's a timeout. So, both teams are putting their current playing players on the bench, sitting down to get a quick chat from their coaches. There is 3.5 minutes left of this game. The score is 57-49. That is an 8-point lead for HK. That can be done in as little as 3 shots. But also can be done in fouls. And as I just heard, I did pick up the word foul from the HK coach, Coach Abbott, so we can assume that they are talking about fouls. It's definitely an important part of the game, especially when these scores come low, because they do stop the clock, allowing you to get more points. If the Thunderbirds are able to get some fouls, that could definitely lead to them being able to win this game. Teams retake the court. HK puts Giambanis back in, who was last minute at the beginning of actually at the beginning of the last timeout. Erskine has the ball. Ooh, he loses it, but recovers. Passes to Wills, who's far open. To Hiller, to McGoey, who's right in the center. Passes out to Giambanis. Passes to Erskine. Erskine passes Giambanis to Wills. Wills goes for the drive. Passes to McGoey. Ball is lost. Rolls taken by Citro. Pass to Perilla. Holzer has the ball now. This is to Citro. Citro puts it up, no good. He goes for it again, but it's blocked by Matt Wills. Knocked out of bounds. Will that be a foul? Toby Callender goes in for Giambanis on a HK. Ball will be passed in by number 34, Martinick of the Thunderbirds. Passes to Citro. To Robinson. Robinson takes a shot. It is clean. Scores 57-52, 5-point difference. 2.5 minutes remaining. Wills has the ball, passes to Erskine, to Hiller. Ball is loose and goes out of bounds. That'll be a foul against number 10 of the Thunderbirds, Citro, giving number 40, McGoey of HK, foul shot. He makes the first. And he makes the second, putting another 2 points for HK ahead. 7-point lead for HK right now. 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes remaining. Robinson has the ball, passes to Martinick. To Cosgrove. Citro takes a shot from the 3 and it is good. Wills has the ball. Passes to Erskine. Ooh, out of bounds on HK. Kewen is sent in for Erskine. Actually, in fact, for Hiller. Number 34, Martinick, will be passing in for the Thunderbirds. That's to 11, Cosgrove. Citro puts it up and it is good. And there's a timeout. Now that is close. Right now the Thunderbirds are crazy celebrating what has happened. They are 2 points behind a tie, behind HK with 1:30 left in the game. Now this is because, keep in mind that they have nothing to lose. They have not won a single game this season so far, so they really, really want this. Now, as we saw on the record, it does say the North Branford has had one win, but that it was a non-counting game, so that will, whether or not that can be valid, we won't know, even though it was only by 1 point. So, obviously, both teams are very hyped up right now. The people who are at this game are up standing on their seats now. They are ready to watch what's going to happen. They are ready to support their home team, we would imagine. The Thunderbirds are coming back out and retaking the court. She's already out there. HK will start with the ball. Now 1:30 seconds left. All that needs to happen is for the Thunderbirds to score one shot. McGoey goes for the layup right in the beginning and puts HK another 2 points ahead of the Thunderbirds, possibly crushing their dreams of winning this game. Citro is the ball. Bounce pass to Robinson. Robinson goes for a shot, rebounds, and that will be in the hands of Matt Wills of HK. Ooh, and there's a foul for a push. That foul was on number 1, Robinson. When he tried to get the ball from Wills, he managed to push him and give him 2 foul shots, which could have just lost them the chances of winning this game. Wills makes the first, 62-57, 5-point lead for HK with a minute left. And he makes the second. 6 points. That would require 2 3-point shots in the last minute. Ooh. And right there, we're already seeing a foul as soon as the ball is passed in to number 14, Holzer. And that foul was on Andrew Kewen, who is his 3rd foul of the night. But we know that he is a high fouling player we've seen on his record so far. The ball is back in Thunderbird's hands. Holzer just goes right for the shot, but it's no good. It's taken by Erskine. Passes to Wills. And the ball was passed backwards behind the half-court line. So it will be overturned to Thunderbirds number 34, Martinick. 40 seconds remaining. Citro is the ball. It's a nudge. The nudge foul was against number 35 of HK, Toby Callender. Number 10, Citro, will have chance at foul points. He does not make his shot. Rebounds to Toby Callender. To Kewen, who passes to McGoey. And and the ball will go to the ref. There will be foul on number 11, Cosgrove. 26 seconds left. The foul was against number 40, McGoey. And those 2 fouls we saw against the Thunderbirds have definitely cost them the game. McGoey does not make the first shot, but there is a 6-point lead for HK. And in 26 seconds, Thunderbirds probably can't make that back. McGoey makes the second. 7 points is a lot harder to break than 6. Bolzer has the ball. He just lets it roll. Takes a long shot. Is no good. Air ball. 20 seconds remain in the game. Ball will be passed in by Erskine of HK. With an HK ball. Oh, and there is a timeout. So, as we expect, when the game gets close, the game gets towards the ends, there will be timeouts. And the coaches necessarily need this time. They really need this time. This time is necessary to them to be able to talk with their team and strategize what they're going to do for the rest of the game. So, both teams have played a lot of players so far. And they are definitely sticking to a certain few to be able to tie up this game. From the starters that we've actually seen a little bit of a change, especially for HK. HK is putting in, after the half, HK has put in Erskine a lot of the time, usually instead of Toby Callender. Erskine will be passing in the ball, possibly for the last time this game. Passes to Hiller. And that's a foul. And since that is the 10th foul for the Thunderbirds, which will give Darren Hiller 2 foul shots. That foul was against number 4, Longo. Darren Hiller makes the first shot, scoring 65-57. And he does not make the second. Rebounds to Kewen, to McGoey, to Hiller. Hiller's going to try to put it up again. Passes back out to Wills. But Wills gets fouled against with 10 seconds remaining. He was fouled against by the Thunderbirds again. This in time it was against player number 2, Depatima. Wills makes the first shot, scores 66-57. It's 9 points. But he does not make the second. Kewen has the ball, and never mind, gets stolen by Citro. Citro takes a shot from the 3, it's no good, air ball. And there is 3.9 seconds. It is going to be HK ball. They let the clock run out. And the crowd is excited for what we have witnessed. Now, even though HK definitely won by a long shot, especially with those 2 fouls that I believe totally lost it for the Thunderbirds, 2 fouls is all it took for the HK team to get 4 points ahead and leave it to be no sort of chance for them to be able to stop them from winning the game. I mean, either way, HK could have won, but the Thunderbirds would have had a better chance if they hadn't drawn those 2 fouls, which they did. Also, while the Thunderbirds did in fact lose, this is one of their closer margins of games. They've not, in fact, lost by less than 20 points in since their first game of the season. So that is in fact a accomplishment for them, and we do wish them luck in their last 2 games. Also, HK is going on to States currently. That is the 8th win they had, and they are now going to be going on to States. They played a little bit different of a team tonight with their own players and the team they were against, and North Branford definitely played at their best. They played at their best, they gave it their all, and while they had nothing to lose and they were the underdogs, they gave it their best shot, and they were really close. We'd like to also thank our in-part sponsor, Zippo 6, for sponsoring tonight's show. And with that, I'd like to say thank you, I'm Connor Shute, and have a good night.